Hi everyone, we're two crafty Sheilas. I'm Belle. I've got Loz on the line with me, and welcome everybody. Welcome. We've had a few new subs of late, so for those of you that have joined us, welcome. I hope you enjoy what we do. We certainly have a lot of fun, in case you haven't noticed already.
Yeah.
And for anyone who's been following us for a while, welcome back. We are so glad that you've come here.
We've even thought of changing our name to the Two Crazy Sheilas.
Yeah. Maybe we should just update it as the Two Crazy Crafty Sheilas.
Crazy Crafty Sheilas. I think that sounds about right. Yeah.
Now, today's probably going to be a little bit of a quicker whip and chat. We've been tagged, and I will apologize to Melissa, the Diamond Nana. She was the one who tagged us, and for some reason, we didn't get any notification that we'd been tagged. So I was catching up on videos and went, oh my goodness, this is us.
Yeah.
So I think we got tagged probably about 4 or 6 weeks ago. I am so sorry, Melissa. We've finally noticed, and we're recording, I promise. So this is tag questions. Look, I'm going to say the last question is, who are we going to tag? Diamond Nana tagged a bucket load of people. So I'm actually going to have to sit down and work out who we can tag. So I'm just going to add that in the description at the end. I'm not going to bother doing it in a video because it took me ages to try and work out who had and who hadn't been.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Alrighty. So Loz, what are you working on?
I'm working on my beach Christmas tree from Diamond Art Club. It is beautiful. You would have seen it in the last whip and chat. So it is by Larry Jones, and it's a biggie. I've forgotten how big it is. Yeah, it's one of my favourites so far. It's the epitome of Christmas in Australia, and I'm enjoying every single bit of it. I have my Elizabeth Ward containers, my favourite Fantasy Sparkle tray, and my Diamond Art Club pens and tips. Yeah, there we go. Got it
out. Well done. I'm also working on Diamond Art Club one. This is the Christmas one I started 12 months ago.
That's okay.
I'm determined to finish it this year. So I had done exactly half of it. I am now down to my last 2 sections. I'm hoping I'm going to finish it today before I go away. You would have seen our whip and chat from last week where we were saying that I was going away tomorrow. We're just doing recording in advance. Sorry, guys. Yep. But this is the full image. It's just beautiful.
It's lovely, isn't it? I want a gorgeous Christmas like that. I really do.
Yeah. I will say that, there's a few technical issues with this picture. Like, penguins don't do white Christmases in a house.
Yeah. In a house, yeah.
Penguins will do a white Christmas in Antarctica, but they're not doing it in any kind of house that looks like this because they're Southern Hemisphere animals. So I do have that slight issue. It doesn't detract from the original image. It's just spectacular. So this one,
could be Mr. Popper's penguins.
Sorry?
Could be Mr. Popper's penguins.
True.
That movie?
Okay, let's go with that. That sounds better. Okay. I take it all back. So this is called A Magical View to Christmas by Nikki Boehm. I'm so sorry, Nikki. It's a 90 by 70, so it is a little bit of a big one. Not quite as big as yours, Loz, but it's still pretty big.
Yeah.
I also have my Fantasy Sparkles tray. I will link them down below. Beautiful. And also my Fantasy Sparkles trash bin.
Cute. Yes. Where's mine? Mine's got missing. Oh, that's a lot. It sounds like there's a few in there.
Yeah. When we do our finishes at the end of the year, I will show you just how many. And I will preface it by saying, because I put it away for a good 11 months, the pot got knocked over. So I started again in the second half.
No.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
So anyway, that's a fight for a different day. So let's start with these tag questions. So, and my pen. So this is another KJ Artistic Treasure. So cat. I love the colors, and I was like, this kit's really, really colorful. I'm totally doing it. So
that's beautiful.
I will link them down below. Okay, so first question. How many paintings have you completed?
Well, I just went through my thing and I think I'm about 52, which
You do some pretty
doesn't
big
sound a
ones.
lot. I have done some big hits and I don't tend to do any smaller ones, which that's changing. I have started doing some smaller mini ones. But yeah, so I suppose when you put it that way, I do a lot of big hits, don't I?
Yes.
So yeah, okay. So that puts it in a bit of perspective. All right, what about you?
Yeah.
How many have you done?
I've just been having a look through my Gems Flow app. I only started keeping it from probably since about March last year, about the same time we met. And in Gems Flow, I've got that I have done 44.
Gosh, that's amazing.
So before that, I honestly don't know. I would assume I've probably done 10 or 15 before that. So I'm probably looking at somewhere between 50 and 60.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's still good.
A lot of them were obviously licensed or diamond dots before that.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many paintings do you have in your stash?
Oh, I tend to sit around the 50 mark. I do have, I suppose I haven't really, I'm going to say, 50 to 60. That's where I tend to stay because I complete them and then I buy more.
Okay. I'm going to preface mine with saying no judgment here, please.
No judgment.
Comments only down below. I've got a couple that I've kitted up and I'm about to start. So I've just got to add them in. So I've got 1, 2. Okay. I have 149 and I have 18 on the way.
Oh my goodness. I didn't know you had that many.
Yeah. Look, there's a lot that are non-licensed kits though.
Okay. Yeah.
How many of those have I got? And a lot of those like Kaiser Craft or the Paint Gem ones. So they don't take very long.
No.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 27 of them are non-licensed.
That's okay though.
So yeah, it's not too bad. And I'm slowly working my way through them. I try to do one every 3 or 4 months just to, keep it moving.
And when you think of you've got a lot from D-Stash.
Yeah, so many from D-Stash.
And probably more so than anything else, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Just Spanglers alone.
That'll take up my entire collection.
Yeah. Just about. Okay, so when did you begin diamond painting? What is your DP origin story?
So I started in 2020 in December. So I've always seen it. My nail tech, she used to do a lot of it, and I knew about it, and I looked up stuff on what's it called, AliExpress, and thought, I've got to try these one day, and I just did. My first ever kit I bought was from Needlework Kits. They're an Australian company, but they sourced from overseas, and it was a square because I had no idea what the differences were and I didn't look into it. So my first ever kit was a square. It was a 30 by 30 or 30 by 40 and it was a giraffe. So a multicolored giraffe with a black background. And then I did a few of those from there, like an elephant and a few others, did a couple of diamond dots. And then I sort of started getting into YouTube and saw Gracie's Diamond World. That's when she sort of got my attention and was unboxing Diamond Art Clubs, and that's when I first bought them. So that's sort of and that I think I got my first one of them in May 2021. So that's back when they did all the fear of missing out was horrendous. You had to be on within a minute and buy them because they would just sell out, or they had pre-sales, so that's tender, and you had to wait a month for them anyway, so it was really full on.
Hi everyone, we're back. Sorry, Loz had to go and do a kid run. We're back. Sorry, there'll be
Mum
just
taxi.
Sorry. All right. Now with the questions. Oh, I've got to get back to them. Okay, so you've told your DP origin story.
Yes.
So unless you had anything else you needed to add to that.
Nah.
Cool.
That's about it for me.
I saw, like most people, bucket load of the ads that came up on social media feeds and things like that. But I found it in very early 2020.
Yeah.
I'd seen ads probably from late 2019, and I was like, oh, I kind of want to try it, but kind of don't. I don't know. It just seems weird. And I was pregnant with my son, and it must have been late 2019. And we were walking around the shops, and they had a new shop that opened up in the major shopping centre here, which was like this random craft shop, which I'd never heard of. I actually think it might have been Kaiser Craft, but I'm not 100% certain.
I was going to say, sounds like it is. Yeah.
Yeah. But they've closed, so I'm not 100% sure anymore.
Okay.
But I think that was what it might have been. And the owner there, he was so nice. I sort of said to him, do you have any of this? Like, I don't know what it is. And he said, oh, we didn't have any in the shop at that stage. He said he does them. And he said there's one that he just can't get back into. And he said, I'll bring it in. Come pick it up from me. You can try it.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, this guy's personal kit.
Yeah.
So I went back like a week later, and he gave me everything. Like, he had all the drills in their storage container. I can't even remember what the image was. And I just did a small section because I was like, it's not mine. And he'd said to me, like, I could keep it. And I was like, it just didn't feel right. That was his.
Yeah.
But I did a small section. I went back in and I went, I actually really enjoyed that. And I said, if you end up getting any of your kits in, let me know because I'm keen to try.
Yeah.
So anyway, he didn't. And then with the lovely COVID, the shop ended up shutting. And by that stage, I'd had my son, and it just never really happened. It just got too hard. But just after I had my son, Spotlight had a big sale. And so I was like, I am going to try this craft. So I went and I bought a Winnie the Pooh one.
Oh, yeah.
So Diamond Dots Winnie the Pooh was the first one that I ever did. And I did complete it before my son's first birthday. And it's now hanging in his room, even though he's 4, it's still hanging in there. Part of that memory thing. But it was just really hard with a newborn. So I really didn't do much more with it. And I wasn't really keen to buy online. I don't know. I was a bit unsure about the quality, and Spotlight was really dear for Diamond Dots. So I ended up getting Christmas 2020. They ended up having a sale on their Christmas stuff. So I got a half a dozen Christmas kits that were Diamond Dots. And I did those, and it sort of grew from there. And then I bit the bullet and bought online, and like everyone else, we bought cheap, and I very much got what I paid for, and it sort of put me off for a little bit. And then I was like, I kept seeing Spangler.
Okay.
I kept seeing Spangler kits. Every time I had an ad for Diamond Art Club, Spangler would come up, and just that vibrancy, and especially Zoom Zoom. That was one that was obviously new at that stage, and it was everywhere. And I kept seeing it. I was like, these colors are just vibrant, and I love that it's a really cute little design. And I looked online, saw the price, and went, nope, not paying that. And then I ended up going, but I'm drawn. I need to try this stuff. I thought, oh, surely someone will be destashing it. I'd gone on like eBay and stuff, hadn't seen anybody on there, and then searched and found an Australian destash group. It was for Diamond Art Club, but it was really anything that was licensed artwork. And that was where I met Loz. I just put a big blast out saying, is anybody destashing Diamond Art Club Spangler kits? Like, I just want to try them. And Loz was the first to respond.
I was. And I said, I have heaps. What do you want? You're like, what do you want to give away?
Yep. I was like, I want to try pretty well anything. Just tell me what you're willing to part with and how much.
I sent you like 3 or 4, didn't I?
You did. I know No More Dragon Breath, because that was the first one I ever did. And I know Treasure Quest,
and there was another one. Oh,
I'll remember it later.
It was the love one. It was a Valentine's Day one.
Tastes better when we share.
Yes, I think it's that one. So it must have been
Yes.
3, hey?
Yes.
Can't even remember. Too long
Very,
ago.
very cute. So
I'm
yes.
pretty sure I'd only just sort of got that kit.
Yes, because it was a Valentine's Day release.
Yeah. Yep.
And I got them off you in like March.
March
I think.
or May. I can't remember. Yeah.
I know I touched base with you March because I went to Sydney shortly after and got some off another lady, but she didn't have
that's
stranglers.
right. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Mm.
Oh, unreal.
Yes. So that was my origin story.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
cool.
Oh, next question. If you could only purchase from one company, who would it be? I know, I just read that word. Oh, I don't like this question.
A couple of months ago, flat out would have been Diamond Art Club. That's all I ever bought for. You know, I've talked about this before. Like, I've always been a bit, I don't want to try other companies because this is the epitome. This is the best. You know, why buy anywhere else?
Yep.
But I've gone to love Dreamer Designs, and I absolutely adore Art and Soul. The one with the diamond art, that is incredible. I don't think I can pick one. Like, they all have my likes and dislikes.
Yep.
But I think it would be between Art and Soul and Dreamer Designs.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Fair enough.
think because the one with the diamond art it's just too much confetti for me,
Yep.
and with the computer rendering, it was just too much.
Yep.
And that'll just be sort of when I absolutely love a kit, which I did with the Finiara's work. It'll probably be that's what I'd buy when I absolutely adore. So that's probably what I'd stick to. But I think Art and Soul more so than Dreamer Designs.
Yeah, okay, fair.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. For me, kit-wise, like if we're talking about quality of the canvas, you know, the rendering style and all of that sort of stuff, I'm the same as you. Very much. I love the Art and Soul ones.
Yeah.
Like, that it's just pristine and so many special drills. I love that. I absolutely
It's
love
incredible.
that.
Yeah.
And I love that you can pick round or square. You can have your crystals or soul dust.
The crystals.
Yeah, I love the options that you have.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of them start off as like computer rendered, but a lot of them are then going back and being hand rendered. So there's always improvements. I love that. And oh my gosh, that canvas.
They're not gonna sell out.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
The only thing I will say, yes. Oh, that what is it? The silk
flocked canvas. Yeah.
Yes. That thing feels so good and it's so light. Like I was
isn't it?
picking up that last video that we recorded, I was working on and I picked it up to put over the back of the chair. I almost threw it across the room. It is so much lighter than the other. I really, really like it.
Yeah.
So I love that. But my only issue at the moment, and it will change, is they don't have enough artists I adore.
Yeah.
So my selection type is limited. Now I love Nick Gustafson, I love Deborah Malcolm. So I'm getting kids, but I've never been a huge fan of, I'm going to say anything really with faces. To me, faces, even in original artwork, is very hit and miss. I'm not a fan of that. So Hannah Lynn doesn't do a great deal for me. And as much as I love some of Regan's other work, Regan Kubicek, her slightly less big-eyed girls are not my thing.
And
I
that's fair
don't
enough.
mind some of her with like the Care Bears or with the Winnie the Pooh stuff. I love those, but the kid, like the ones with the people, I'm out. It's too hard. And that can go horribly wrong. And it's not my style. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Dreamer Designs, I have so many more choices with Dreamer Designs and they're really good with landscape. So I love their pieces. And again, I love that they've now got the overseas kits. So I can have slightly smaller, I can have more specialty drills in there. I'm really enjoying their overseas kits. I don't mind their bigger ones, but they're a lot more expensive and they take just as long to get here as the overseas ones. And, you know, why would I?
Yeah.
So, you know, quality-wise, I'm with you. Those two by far. But But I can't get past. I can't get past Randall Spangler.
Yes, he's keeping you at Diamond Art Club, isn't he?
He is. I cannot give them up until he moves on. So Art and Soul
I'm a bit
Dreamer
like that with
Designs,
Chris the Bug. Yeah.
start wheeling and dealing, because I need Spangler to come to one of you so that I can not have to do Diamond Art Club basically anymore.
Yeah.
But you guys got to help me out. You got to help me out. Okay.
I know. I think it's nice having a different variety. And to be honest, I don't feel there is one company that rules them all. I think they've all got their amazing thing. And I'm noticing a lot of quality issues now with Diamond Art Club.
Oh, yes.
And it really bugged me about those dotted lines on the canvas.
Yep.
How they should not have been sold at full price.
No.
And they should not have been sent out without knowing. And I reckon, I guarantee you they knew. And, okay, this might be controversial and I'll probably get banned for it. But I'm sorry, but the amount of money you pay for one of those kits, that should never have happened.
I agree. And I think, I could handle that. I could believe that they didn't know. I can believe that, at a stretch, I can believe that. But their customer service responsive, we'll give you a slight discount, or, you can send it back, huge postage cost, or we'll give you some points. Like, that's a cop-out.
It is. Like, you're looking at $140 minimum for us, for one of those kits, pretty much. Yep. And you expect that quality at that price.
That's right.
So I don't think, I was a bit disappointed in that. I thought that could have been handled a lot better. But I'm so proud of these other companies coming up, and I wish we could try so many more. Like, I'd love to try Bella Art's diamond painting, but the postage is ridiculous, and I understand why. I'd love to try Jada Gem Shop, but again, hers are massively confettified, so I probably never will. Muni Made, oh my god, I want Muni Made, but it's $100 for postage.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
We're limited by that.
Distracted by Diamonds, all of those.
Exactly, yeah. And that's just something that we have to deal with because of where we live. And and that's why we stick to these big three, isn't it? It's
definitely
what we can get. Yeah.
So if anyone wants to feel sorry for little old us Aussies, feel free to post us something. I'm kidding. But yeah, no, we'll get there one day. If not, Loz and or I might just have to have a holiday over to the US and just stock up.
I think so. I'm a bit scared to try those postage services. I don't know. Same. I think it probably works out to be the same postage cost anyway.
That's the bit that worries me. It's the bit that worries me. I know that there's one lady here. She's really, really good friends. Like, they knew each other from career work. She's good friends with Regina, who's the wife of KJ's Artistic Treasures, the pen.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I know that because they are such good mates, she actually will buy certain kits and have them shipped to Regina. And because she's always buying pens and stuff. And so Regina will then package it all up and go, okay, we've got a box full now. And then this lady, she'll just pay the postage to get the whole thing shipped over to her. And I think that's brilliant.
That's incredible.
Like, you can just sort of add it all up that way. So we need to start finding some people overseas that we can use as our dropship company, okay?
I think so. Happy for anyone to nominate. Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a brilliant idea. It's how you can get around the issue. And yes, she's probably paying a small fortune for that parcel, but she's only paying it once. She's not paying for release paper postage and pen postage and kit postage and tray postage and all the rest of it. It's a one-off cost.
One-off.
I love that.
That's exactly right. And plus it'd be a cheaper conversion rate too, if you know what I mean. Like, if we could say we're buying it and shipping to an American address, it'd be cheaper. You won't have all these extra customs and GST and all this other stuff that they automatically throw onto our prices.
Yeah. So no, I think it's really, really smart. So hopefully
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be able to do that one day.
I think so. One day. Someone
Like
will.
I said, if not, I'll just have a holiday. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll make it work.
We'll just do it on purpose. Like, take over like 6 empty suitcases. And they'll be like, what is your purpose here in America? Diamond Art Club, Diamond
Yeah.
Art and Style, Diamond Designs.
I'll just
and
be
name
like,
off all these little ones. Randy's Crafter Corner, whatever.
yeah.
Randy's Party.
Yep.
DP the
Yep.
Sparklers.
That's it. I'll just be like, my son doesn't need many clothes. It's fine.
No,
It's
it's
fine.
fine.
He needs a big
Yeah.
suitcase with not much in it, but it's fine.
Yeah. Say,
Yeah.
man, they must have taken my stuff while we were coming over here. I swear I packed some clothes.
Okay, next tag question. I thought this was going to be really fast. We're talking way too much, Loz.
Here we are.
Okay, so the next question is, what is your go-to media when diamond painting? So I don't know whether this is, like, what are you doing or listening to or watching when you diamond paint, or whether they're talking like, poured glue or double-sided adhesive. I don't know. What do you want to? We'll just make this question our own. What do you reckon?
Okay, so I'll just start with the glue. I like poured glue. I've only ever tried one double-sided adhesive, hated it straight away, and never went back. So that's that one done. What I usually watch is I do watch some YouTube. I do tend to like quite a few subscribers. What are they? Creators. Kat's diamond painting. She is a favorite of mine. I have to say, she's Kat's diamond painting.
Oh yeah.
She is just. I love her accent. She's English. I hope that's right, Kat. But just the way she talks, it's just soothing to me. I love the accent. It's beautiful. And she is an affiliate with Diamond Art Club, but she does a lot of other stuff. She does her small shop hauls, and she actually does her own putty and sells it on Etsy. So, and I think the postage is only about $30. So I'm tempted to get a whole heap and divvy it out amongst us with the one postage. So, I really like her. If I'm caught up to that, I do watch travel vlogs. I do like watching Cara and Nate. I like Flying the Nest because they're a young Australian couple that travel with their children, and they're over in Tanzania at the moment, and it's incredible. Oh, wow. They're the main ones I watch, and then once I'm finished all them, I'm binging NCIS. Yes. I'm up to season 11. I know there's still 10 seasons to go till I'm caught up.
Wow.
There's like 24 episodes a season. So takes a while, but hopefully I'll have some time off soon and I'll just constantly watch NCIS. So NCIS. So, nice. Yeah. What do you do? What's your go-to?
I'm the same. I would do poured glue. I've only done one or two double-sided adhesive, and look, they were cheap, nasty kits. So they weren't my favorite, but I have got that Aurora diamond painting. So that's double-sided adhesive.
You too. Yeah.
I'm interested to try it just to see if it really does come down to branding. So I will leave my options open for now, but no, I think double-sided adhesive, it's just a lot more forgiving. You don't have to, shall we say, care for it as much, trying to store it and things like that. It's too hard. Too hard.
Or glue. Yeah, exactly.
As far as what do I watch or listen to, I'll be honest, again, depends on my mood. I go through phases where I don't want to live and breathe diamond painting all the time. Yeah. I don't want to burn out on it.
Same. Yeah.
So there's a few that I love listening to. I do enjoy Brittany and Robin with, oh no, I'm going to butcher it again. I'm so sorry, guys. I think it's Sparkling Diamonds with Brittany and Robin. I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm going to link it down below. Star from Starlight Starbright. I love her bubbliness. Oh my gosh, she'll bring anyone out of a funk. She's so bubbly and bright. I love it. I listen to her. Obviously, Shay with Crafting with Shay. I do enjoy those ones.
Shay. I do love her whipping chats. Yeah.
Yeah. Ditzy. and Diamond Nana. I love all of these guys. But if I feel like I'm just living and breathing too much with diamond painting, and I do find that if you and I have done a heap of recording, I can't listen to them for a little while. Or if I know we're about to record.
NCIS. Yep.
See, same. I go straight to other YouTubers, and I've been doing. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so embarrassing. I've been watching Omar Gosh TV, which is this guy Omar who he loves going exploring abandoned places, and it's sort of progressed that he does a lot of like haunted houses.
Oh, okay.
And it's him exploring haunted locations. So sometimes it's not always haunted locations. Sometimes it is just exploring abandoned locations. Some of the time I'm just cool. Like, yeah, I'm like, dude, you're an idiot. Like, why would you do that? But it's really quite captivating, and it's really interesting to watch.
Can you tag him? Oh,
I certainly can.
Post a link so I can.
I certainly can.
Because I'd love to watch that.
And then from that's even progressed to, I don't know if you've ever seen the Ghost Brothers.
No.
Okay. My dad's got pay TV, so when I go over to his house to watch trashy TV, I'll watch things like that. Ghost Hunters and all those sorts of shows. Yeah. So they've got one called the Ghost Brothers. So it's 3 African Americans. I'm sorry if that's not the correct terminology. I don't know. But they're really, really good mates, and they've known each other for years, and they go and explore haunted places because they were the only coloured ghost hunters that came out. Like they couldn't understand why everyone was like these, Caucasian males. So they were sort of like, this is ridiculous. Like we need some brothers out there. So they created their own TV show. So they're quite fun to watch because, like they epitomize those what do you call them? Like the expectations, stereotypes. That's what.
Stereotypes, yeah.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so on TV, like most of those sorts of shows, they ended up getting axed. Well, I think they did. Maybe they're just on a long-term hiatus. So one of the guys, Dalen, he's got a YouTube channel, and his is really, really cool. He goes out and he calls everyone who tunes in, he calls them the graveyard shift. So he goes to various graveyards and he'll just take a spirit box and he'll just talk and see what comes out.
Oh, wow.
And it's not always at nighttime. Like a lot of the time it is during the day. He rarely ever does a nighttime visit, but I just love it. It's, sometimes you get nothing, and sometimes I'm like, dude, I didn't hear anything that you just heard. But, it's fun, and it just takes me away. So
exactly.
I really enjoy them.
No, nice. I do like that. Yep, you got to get me onto that.
Okay. See, I go weird. I go stuff that nobody expects from me.
Because I always think like I listen to too many mainstream stuff, and like I need something else to watch or listen to. So
I will say, like, these are still kind of fairly mainstream as far as YouTube channels go. Like, they've got millions and millions of subs.
But
they're
still
not
it's new for me. Yeah.
So I will definitely link them below for you too.
I need to find that. Yeah. Awesome.
So if anybody else knows of any really good channels that do that sort of stuff, I am super keen. Let me know in the comments below. And I hope you are all participating in these questions.
That's right.
What is your favorite category to diamond paint?
Oh, portraits.
Mm-hmm.
Anything portraits. I'm not a big on landscape, which is why we get along so well.
Definitely. We're not going to be fighting over kids, are we?
I have done landscapes, but I tend to go more of the cartoony type girls. Looking at me right now, I've got one of the kits that Belle gave me was Thanos from the Avengers. Oh, yes. So that just sort of stuff appeals to me. The brighter, the better. Like anything from JC that had the Genesis 1 and 2. What else have I done? The dragon. See, okay, that is a portrait of a dragon. I do like that sort of stuff. And yeah, like this Christmas tree is a bit more than probably what I would have picked. I tend to have an animal or a person in all my kits that I've got.
Yep. You've got sea stars in them. They're animals.
Okay, yeah, righto. And then I think there's like there's a shell down here, whatever they have in these things. Oh, I don't think you can see it. It's like a little clamshell.
Oh yeah.
Maybe there's a pearl in there. I don't know. But that's, yeah, okay. So this passes my test because it's got a sea stars.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Multiple.
I'll help you feel better. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, that's cool. You just validate my opinion. It's awesome.
Yeah, I like the dead opposite. I love landscapes.
Yep.
As you can see from this Christmas, A Magical View to Christmas, like it's sort of landscapey. It's a room landscape, I suppose. I love doing that. I just love the definition that you get. I love being able to go, oh, I wish I could go to a place like this and, you know, dream away while I'm diamond painting.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Or remembering that I've been there is the other alternative. And again, it stays away from faces, which are very hit and miss in my eyes.
Yeah.
You know? So it just keeps it safe for me. So I really love that. And I don't mind confetti. I get bored with color blocking. So I really don't mind a good landscape.
See how we're the opposite.
Exactly. The only exception of profiles which I like are my draglings.
Yeah.
But again, like you said, like they're slightly cartoonized. So
yeah.
I can handle that because I don't have a high expectation of exactly what it has to look like.
No, that's right. It can be sort of anything, can't it? It doesn't have to be perfectly rendered with the skin colors, and I know that can be quite hard. Yeah. Oh, I get that.
Artist I've completed the most diamond paintings from. I don't think I need to answer this.
Have a guess, everyone. She doesn't need to say anything.
No.
Just guess what you think it might be.
Yep. So that's me answered. What about you?
I got to think about it. Like, I've got my book here of what I've done. Okay, as much as I love Chrysabug, I don't think I think I've only done one. I think the most I have done is actually
would it be Hannah Lynn?
Yeah. Yeah, it's Hannah Lynn. Because I've done so many different ones. I have done maybe 3 Randall Spanglers, maybe 4.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Come on, dude, you're letting the team down.
I am, aren't I? This year, I have done 2 Michelangelinas.
Oh yeah.
I did the steampunk one for my mother-in-law because she had at the time she had a shop in her local town called Steampunk Time. So it was fitting and it was hung up in the shop. So yeah, I'm thinking it's definitely Hannah Lynn. Yeah, but I do have a lot. Nah, yeah, I'm going Hannah Lynn.
Yeah, I think it'll be Hannah Lynn.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? I absolutely love Chrysabug, but I've only done one of her kits.
Yeah.
I think I'm hanging on to them. That's what I'm doing.
How bizarre.
I know. That's funny, isn't it?
Okay, we need to change that. We're going to make you start working on some Chrysabugs.
Yeah, since I missed out on the one I wanted on Black Friday.
I know.
Hopefully that restocks.
And use your points and get it.
Yeah. I'm going to have to.
That way it won't hurt the bank account too much.
Yeah. I can't believe it. Nobody. Okay, that's a story for another time. Don't worry. Next.
Okay. Artist I own the most diamond paintings from. Again, I don't know the answer to this. Okay.
Repeat from a question above.
Yep. I'm assuming you're the same for it.
Yes, I think I have more Hannah Lynn's, actually.
I just think it's purely because of like painting numbers.
Yeah, I think so.
These artists are the ones that are churning out so much artwork that
they are. Yeah.
It's, you know, odds are going to be good, really. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think I've only got 2 from Richard Lorenz. I've got Family Circus and Nigel. I think it is Nigel. We have an unboxing.
Did you get Nigel?
Yeah, I loved him. Just gorgeous.
That was so cute.
Yeah.
Very steampunky too.
Yeah. Yeah. And his little vest. So cute.
I know. That was adorable.
I've got to do that. That's on my list for next year.
We're moving on to 2024 kits. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
The next one says, go to medium to use when diamond painting. I think we've done that. Okay. What do you do with finished diamond paintings? Oh, and I'm just going to link it in with another question that I saw. Do you prefer to leave kits sealed or open them when you get them? So I'm going to do start and finish.
Okay, so when I get mine, I take them out of the box. The sticker sheet goes into a folder that I've got. I've got a separate one for rounds and a separate one for squares. The drills go into 2 tubs, one's round, one's square, and the painting stays in the plastic that it's in. And I take the toolkit out and it goes into a big plastic tub, and I write down the names on the tub so I know what's in there. Finished, they are rolled with the diamonds facing out, and I have them in garbage bags in a big storage container. The
garbage bags sound so bad.
Oh, they're not garbage. I need to get a bigger one because I've got big kits and they are sort of getting a bit crunched in there. I do have some hanging up on a clothes horse, but that's getting a bit too much. I usually put the ones that I'm thinking of working on. I sort of, when I see them, I throw them over that, so I know it's easy to find at the time.
Yep.
I don't seal mine at all. I don't feel the need to. And I only have one hanging up, and it's my absolute favourite. It's one I got from Needlework Kits, and it's a flamingo, and it says, "Be a flamingo in a flock of pigeons."
Oh, that's cool.
It's right at my front door, so you see it as soon as you walk in. So it is one of my favourites.
Oh, I love that.
But I do plan on this kit that I'm working on now, the Beach Christmas tree. This one I will frame, and I will have it for Christmas time. I'm thinking maybe the magnetic frames, actually.
Oh,
so
that's a good idea.
I might put it in a tube and store it with my Christmas stuff, and then I can hang it with the magnetic frames. That might be
a really good idea.
Yeah. Like that. Yeah. So that's what I do.
That's you. Okay. For me, before the channel, I always used to leave them sealed until I was ready to do. Now that we've got a channel, don't have a choice. Got to unbox them.
Yeah.
So now they get unboxed, but everything goes straight back in, including the toolkit. I don't pull any of that out until I'm ready to work on it.
Wow.
And it's all, as much as possible, stored in the boxes. I have it overflowing in our spare cupboard, as you already heard from my stash numbers, which we're not going to talk about. No shame here, please. Yeah, so I do that. The finishes, I don't seal them. I leave them unless they're cheap. If they're the cheaper kit, I do, because like their glue quality is just not as good. But let's be honest, most of these companies that Loz and I have been buying from and working on, like, they're good quality. They don't need to be sealed, really. I actually hang them on clothes hangers, like pants hangers. And they're purely for me. They're not anywhere in the house that anyone can see, which is why they're just on pants hangers. I actually have them in my walk-in robe. So every time I have to go and get clothes, I have to like lift these paintings so that I can get them out. And like the smaller ones, I've got an art portfolio that go in there. But look, most of the ones that I'm doing now are too big for the art portfolio. So they do get hung. So I do get to see them. I do rotate through which one is on the front so that I get to enjoy them. So yeah, that's what I do with mine. I'm hoping that if at some point, at any stage, I get my craft room, I'll probably do a couple of hangings at any one time, but I'll probably still do it on like pants hangers so that I can rotate them through.
I used to have that, but I found they were rolling. But then I saw people were like putting parts of the box up with it and hanging on the pants hangers. So they had like cut a bit up the top, so then it wasn't like a magnetic frame in a way. It was keeping them straight. So I'm thinking maybe I should go back to that because I'd love to have them out to see them because they're incredible. It's hard work.
Yeah, they're beautiful. And we put so much effort into these.
Exactly. Just to roll them up in a garbage bag.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's for future laws to figure out.
Yes. Okay. What is your unicorn kit or one you're bummed you missed out on? I think we know that one.
Okay, I have both. My unicorn kit is a Mandy Manzano, and it's called Lips Like Morphine. So I know it'll never get made again by Diamond Art Club because it was discontinued before I started diamond painting. And it's pretty, it looks like a bikey version of, what's her name from Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember her name. And she's just stunning. And it's blues and reds and all this black. And she's got tattoos and the lips are like addictive, like morphine.
Like Jessica. Is it Jessica?
Yeah, Jessica Rabbit. Isn't it Jessica?
I think so.
That's what she looks like to me. But with black hair. And it's an incredible kit and I want it. That's my unicorn. So if anyone hasn't heard that before, like a unicorn technically is a kit that's not going to be sold again. It doesn't restock. It's something that you've missed and you really never have a chance of finding again unless you're in a D-stash.
Yeah.
The one I missed out on was the Chrysabug. I'm so bummed about that. And I can talk about it now. I must have known. I really don't understand why it sold out. It's really done me because I looked at everybody else's stash photos and nobody seemed to have it. So unless obviously we're a silent minority that love Chrysabug and nobody shows that we all love her, but I'm so bummed I missed out on it. It was a bigger version of Freya. I can't remember. It was Freya the goddess or something like that. And I've got the smaller close-up one, but it has those cats. And Chrysabug loves her cats, and I love them too. So
yeah,
I'm like, I needed that kit, and I'm so bummed I missed it. My bloody bladder. My bladder. As we were talking about, it was waking me up at 2:00 every morning leading up to it. Then this time on the Black Friday sales, it woke me up at 1:00 instead, and I missed out, and I was bummed.
Yeah, I know.
I'll get it.
You'll get it.
I'll get it. Just like there's Persephone I need. There's so many I need of Chrysabug's.
Yeah. All right. Hi, everyone. Sorry, we're back again. This time my child decided to interrupt, but we'll see how this one goes. Okay, so for my unicorn, I actually got my unicorn. It was, shock horror, a Spangler kit, but it was the original mystery one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I ended up getting that only about, 2 months ago maybe, in a D-stash. So I got my unicorn, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't really have one. Look, my kit type is so fairly broad and eclectic that if I don't get one, it really doesn't bum me that much.
Yeah. I get that.
So I'm sorry, I don't really have much for that one. Sorry.
That's okay.
But I can understand your disappointment.
Oh, very. It's okay, but I can move on, It's not going to affect my life forever. And
diamond painting. Like Gracie always used to say, there's no diamond painting emergency.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I've got plenty to work on until I find another one.
Yeah. The reality is that a lot of these artists will change who they're signed to for diamond painting companies. So even if you don't get it from a particular company, it may come around.
Well, I know Chrysabug does some through Jada Gem Shop.
Yes.
So she did release Aphrodite through them. So if anybody did miss out on Aphrodite through Diamond Art Club, definitely go and check out Jada Gem Shop because The rendering is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Aphrodite is my favourite. It is.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous. So, if you did miss out on that one, highly recommend to go check it out.
Next question. Kit in my stash I'm most looking forward to. No, I don't have one.
You don't have one?
No.
Oh,
look, I love all my kits. That's why I got them.
I think I'm the same, and you got to be in a mood for it.
Yep.
You know, there's so many I want to do, but you think, oh, I'm just not in the mood for it.
Yeah.
I think if I have to pick one, it will be the Regan Kubitech, the one that we have an unboxing for. I love the cat, so that's probably one I am looking forward to. So that'll be my second art and soul.
And you're going to do that for the Regan event, aren't you?
I am, yes. So that one's in March, but I do have another Regan coming. I did buy some art and soul with their buy 3 get 1 free deal over Black Friday there, which has extended until the end of the year. By the way,
yes, I will now be buying more.
It was one of the new releases that came out for Black Friday. I can't remember the name of it, but you'll see it whenever it arrives. So,
we'll do an unboxing.
Yeah, I can't even remember what I got.
Do you prefer confetti color blocking or both?
I don't think we need to answer that one for either of us.
No. Look, I don't mind having a little bit of color blocking in there just so that I feel like I'm moving somewhere. But I think my color blocking is more like this, where it's just a line of it and then move on. You know,
whereas if you have a look at mine, I've got big patches of these blues, and I love that. I think it's so relaxing. I love using my 7 multiplays for moving along and getting that done and seeing that progress. This confetti is okay. I can handle it. But as long as it's not the entire kit, that just does my head in. It's without any break. I could not do it. Nice. So I suppose I'm a bit of both, but I tend to like more color blocking than confetti.
How do you? What is it? How do you pick which piece you will work on next?
Whatever I'm in the mood for, I suppose. I don't have anything specific. I knew it was a Christmas kit coming, so it's Christmas time, and I love this one the most, so I just did this one.
Yeah, fair. Mine is, if there's an event like this, like, you know, Christmas time or whatever, I will let usually my son, but occasionally I'll let my husband pick which kit to do, so that it's, you know, it's not me. I might get it down to a couple, you know, if I really don't want to do a big one, I just want to do a smaller, medium or snack size one, I'll pick those out and say, you know, which one of these should I do? But usually my son. Otherwise, if, you know, there's no major events coming up or anything like that, I will just do a spin the wheel. So I have a lot of spin the wheels. I have mine broken down to, the first one I do is like brand.
Nice.
So like which brand am I going to do? And then from there, it ends up being which kit.
I love that. I need to do that.
Good fun.
I think I need to do a stock take.
It is good fun. And like, again, it's part of what my son really enjoys. Sorry if you can hear him in the background. He also really, really enjoys doing the spin the wheel bit. So then he helps me find the kit in my stash and pulls out the sticker sheet and all of those sorts of things.
Oh, I love that. You have to do some mummy
try to get him involved.
Yeah. That's cool.
Next one. Favorite season or holiday to work on?
Season, I love winter, but I don't do winter specific kits. I don't do anything like that. I don't do Halloween. I don't tend to do Easter, but I do Christmas. So I suppose I love Christmas. It's my favorite time of the year. So yeah, it'll be Christmas for me.
Okay. We don't celebrate Halloween, but I love Halloween kits.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is that draws me to them. Look, it's probably the same part of me that has that real interest in channels like Dalen Spratt for the Ghost Brothers and Oh My Gosh TV. Like, it's, I don't know, there's just something about them. It intrigues me. You know, there's too many cultures in the world that had very little contact with each other, and yet they have very, very similar beliefs and things that are happening. So there's just that something there that makes me wonder what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Do you work on one at a time or multiples?
I was always one at a time. Always. I would never have multiple kits up until I met Belle.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry.
So at the moment, I actually have 2 kit up. I finished one. I finished a little Santa things, ornaments for the tree last night.
I thought you were leaving that for next week. Anyway, whatever.
No. I couldn't wait. They had to get on the tree. It had to be there now.
Nice.
Yeah, I back in our last sort of finishes, I did mention that I've caught up on all my WIPs, and I want to get back to just having one, because I like to just have my focus on it and then like to finish it one and done.
Yep. I'm not. I like to have a few. I like to usually have a round and a square at the very least. And then depending on how big something is, I may want a smaller one to keep me going in the short term. So currently I have this. I have Lily the Manatee. I have started the first mystery paint gem, which I'm also taking away with me tomorrow, so I will work on it down there. I've got those 3 going. I also have kitted up the tiny little Meowie Christmas that I got Black Friday last year. Did the unboxing. That. Yeah, really cute. Yeah. That's coming away with me tomorrow too. And I've also kitted up a Diamond Dots Star Wars one.
Oh, nice.
So I'm hoping I should definitely have this one finished, and I should be able to get through Meowie Christmas fairly quickly. I'm hoping I can get the mystery paint gem done as well, and then I'm even hoping I can get that Star Wars done this month. Now, big ask, so I'm going to see how it goes, but that's my aim. So yeah, I have a few.
That's okay. That's how you work, isn't it? You go for what mood you're in and how
I'll flip between them. Like, you know, if I'm in the zone, I'll pick out my big one like this one and work on it. And then some days life's just too hard. So I'll go with a mini paint gem so that I can still diamond paint, but I get that quick sense of achievement. Others, you know, I want a medium one that I can sit and do on my lap. So, you know, one like Lily or what's it called? The Meowie Christmas, like those sort of sized ones, the medium size as we usually call them. They're great.
That's good. Yeah. I think that's what I'm starting to do. You know, I've got setting myself up for the next few weeks where I'll be sitting out on the lounge, and I've got my little thing. I've got some little mini kits, and I need to sort something else out to do out there, because I've tried working on this one out there and I can do it, but it's a little bit uncomfortable. It's a bit awkward, because if there was only one tray of drills, it'd be all right, but the 2 makes it that bit harder.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, hello. What's that? Next one is neutral, colourful, or dark?
Colourful.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I love Spangler.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's colourful. You know, things like this. I love the colours.
It's so nice and bright.
I hate predominantly black. I hate predominantly white.
And we've talked about that before. Like, you show me a kit that you're thinking of getting, and I'm like, oh, I think that black won't be good enough. You know, it'll be too much for you.
Yeah.
You'll resent working on it, and Whereas, see, that doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me at all. I think it makes the colours that you're trying to focus on pop, and it makes it beautiful. So that's part of the kit. Yeah.
Agreed. And that's why I'm still drawn to those kits.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hate working on them.
Hate working on it. And then that's when my sort of encouragement has to kick in. You can do it. It's almost done.
Yeah, well, that's right. That's why we help each other.
Yeah.
Size preference, small, big, or snack?
I tend to do a lot of big ones, but I have to be in the right mindset for them. But I think I do prefer around the 50 by 70. I think that's a great size.
Yep. I would agree. You can normally knock those over in a week or two, depending on how much time you get for them.
How much time you've got, yeah.
Occasionally longer, occasionally shorter. Just depends on what's going on. But look, honestly, I like all of them. Like I've just said, this is a big one. I've got Lily going, which is a medium size, and I'm doing paint gems.
Yeah, that's right. And it just depends on the painting. And we don't buy a kit because of the size or because of the drill shape. We buy it because we like the image, and that's what we go by, isn't it? It doesn't dictate what we're going to buy.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, probably snack size. I'm a little bit less picky because I am just doing it to do an image. But yeah, no, for the most part, I agree. It's all about the image. It's not about the size, which is why I've got so many large ones in my stash.
Yeah.
Because landscapes notoriously are big, which is part of also why I really like Dreamer Designs, how they've come out with those overseas ones. They're just that little bit smaller, that little bit more cropped, that I can do my landscapes like London Bridge that I've got without just walking for a big kit.
I was tempted to buy it. Oh, I think I will one day.
It looks really nice. When I start doing it, I will make sure that you see it so you can work out whether you want it or not.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Pen or tweezers? I don't think we need to answer that. I think our video is quite evident.
Exactly. You can see what we're doing.
Look, I have full props to anyone who uses tweezers. I don't have the coordination for that. I'd send them flying.
No. My tweezers are only used to like peel back the plastic or pull out the putty from the end of the tips. And
mine are largely used to pull out the trash drills.
Yeah.
Because I find so many of them.
Yeah.
Like I'm just looking at the section that I've been doing while we've been recording because I haven't been paying as much attention. There's 4 I've got to pull out.
No.
Yep.
That's not good. Hey, is that sort of giving you Celestial Dreams vibes? Remember when we had
Celestial Dreams is still worse.
Still worse? Yeah, righto.
Yep.
When is it? Was it like last year release or was it a bit further on?
No, I think this was like pre me really doing Diamond Art Club. I think this was, I want to say 2022.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. Yeah. It's definitely one of the older ones. It's got the gapping in it.
Hey, but still, I'm getting a lot of trash for this kit. So, and this is a newbie.
Yeah. Yeah, not good. Squares or rounds?
Both.
It's image.
Depends on the picture. Yeah, it's all about the image.
Yep, don't care. Half the time I end up buying a kit going, oh, is it a round or a square? I don't even know.
Like, I'm a bit like that. I'm like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. I don't even look.
Yeah. Oh, this is a nice surprise. Yeah. I have no idea. Probably with landscapes, I prefer square just because you get that better definition. But don't care otherwise. Yeah. Methods for ABs. She says that she's poured out a tray of ABs.
Oh, as in
how do you do it?
How with the?
Do you do it any different to how you do normal?
No, I'm all the same.
I do. Because I'm a hard presser. I find wax putty, whatever else. It just the ABs are terrible for it.
Yeah.
So I end up single placing.
Okay, I tend to leave them till last on my little section. Yep. So, and I know that the wax is kind of dirty by then. So
yeah. But even with really dirty stuff, still problematic for me because I'm a hard presser.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I don't know if anyone noticed, but it actually came out on my last section. While I put one of them down and the putty came on, the wax came out. So,
Cool.
yeah.
That's always fun, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
I never thought about these things.
But otherwise, I don't care if it's wax or putty. It's whatever else is in my pen.
Yeah.
Sectioning. How do you section?
Usually I section with just washi tape and then cut them. But this kit I am, because it is my first one using their little sections, I am doing it. I don't like it. I don't like the plastic. It's sticking to my arm and it just feels rough and horrible. It just feels dirty.
Yeah.
So I'm only doing it because it's this kit, and I thought, well, I'm doing it because I'm trying it, and then I'll go back to my washi tape sectioning with the next kit.
Yeah. Sorry, my son's just knocked the tripod. For sectioning for me, I generally will end up doing usually with the washi tape and cut off the sections. My OCD means that I actually measure mine out so that it is exactly even sections. And they generally, 12 to 15 by 10 to 15 size. Just depending on how that equates with the numbers. Occasionally, if I want to mix it up a little bit, or if my son's getting a bit more involved, I will take it off the plastic and use release papers, and I have like little stickers on my release papers, and again I use spin the wheel, work out which section to do. So just keeps it fresh sometimes. Especially like really busy kits, sometimes that can be fun because you can actually see. I think sometimes you can see more because you're not distracted by other areas.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. I'm going to do that a bit more. I remember we did that for a Spangler kit. And I did actually enjoy that. I should do that again.
It was. It's really, really good fun.
Yeah.
It's not something I can do all the time because, like, especially if you've got a kit that's got a lot of gapping, sometimes you just want to be able to work through, so that the gapping's not as obvious. But other times, like, it's fun. It just breaks it up, some of the monotony.
Definitely.
Keeps the interest alive. Okay, nearly done. Oh, last one. Other hobbies.
I crochet. That tends to be a winter thing for me.
Yep, it's too hot.
Because it's just too hot and heavy to have the cotton laying across you. My kids. I live vicariously through them. I like to do some Lego. I do have 2 Legos to do, actually. I'd like to get some more for Christmas, and I wouldn't mind building some of my Lego on the channel.
Yeah, I'm going to do some.
Yeah, I think that's really about it. I like annoying my husband. Does that count? Not by murdering him with non-stabby murderous tweezers.
Yeah. But that was his own fault, okay? Let's be honest.
Exactly. That was not my fault.
Yeah, no, for me, mainly Lego. I used to do a lot of cross stitch. I'll be honest, it's way too hot. Even in winter, I find by the time I get into it, we get 3 weeks of winter and then we're back in summer again. So I can't get into it enough anymore. If I know I'm going over to visit my family, like in New Zealand, then sometimes I will end up taking some cross stitch with me. But other than that, it's mainly diamond painting, Lego. Sometimes video games. But
I was playing Disney's Dreamlight Valley on the Switch.
Oh yeah.
I was really enjoying it, but it's so time consuming. Like, there's so many things you have to do.
Yes.
You have to be playing it constantly, and I just found I didn't have the time, and I wanted to play it, and I've just kind of given up. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should get back into it because I was enjoying it.
Yeah, I do a lot of the Lego games. Can you tell I'm a Lego fanatic?
My son has like the Avengers and the Incredible Lego. Incredibles Lego. Oh, it's so cool. I love it.
I've got even like the Harry Potter ones and like Star Wars ones. They're fun.
That's so cool. Yeah. Oh, I got to get back into that a bit more.
I'd like to. I've been hesitant because I haven't wanted to get my son into it just yet. I'm trying to avoid too much screen time for now. I know that's going to change, especially once he's in prep next year.
Exactly.
But for now, I'm like, if I can get away with it, I will. But once that starts, then I probably will start doing that again and playing it with him. So,
I play Roblox with my boy. I've got the app on my phone, and I just pick the game and we play that together. So we're not in any of the chat, any of the violence. I know exactly what they're in. So that's not an issue, and I quite enjoy it. Like, we lay down before, like, just after dinner, and play these tycoon games and throw the golf ball this way, and how far can you get a home run, and that's a nice little bonding time with him. So
I'm looking forward to that.
It's nice, I tell you. And I wish we could play some, like, we do play Mario Kart on the Switch, and they don't play it as much as I thought they would, because that was last year's Christmas present. I think I play with it more than they have.
I think it's that nostalgia for us, though, because that's what we grew up with.
It is. Oh my gosh, can you remember? Did you have a Nintendo when you were growing up?
No.
Oh, I remember. We had this. It was like a grey box, and it had a flip lid, and you'd push the cartridge into it, and then you push it down.
Yep, and they had that full PlayStation.
Yeah, and then if it didn't work, you had to lift it up, pull it out, blow into the end of the cartridge, put it back in, and you had to hit it up and down a few times, and
you'd wipe the CD or the cartridge, and
the things we had to go through to get them to work. And we had golf and tennis.
Oh yeah.
And there was a flight simulator, I think.
Oh wow.
Gosh, I'm showing my age here. Even though you're older.
Stop it, you.
I'm not far behind, guys. I'm not far behind her.
She's not, and I'm giving her a little bit of grace this weekend only. Next weekend, it's back on, love.
It's back on. That's okay. Yeah, well, the kids don't have to go. They go through like, oh, the Wi-Fi's not working. Oh, the microwave's interfering with it. It's not loading. I'm like, oh, just deal with it.
Oh my gosh. Poor first world problems, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Love it.
Gosh, we did another hour video. Can you believe that?
Goodness. We're at the zone today. You guys are just going to be living the dream. Although that being said, we'll be cutting sections out because children interruptions. So apologies if the video gets a little bit chopped and a little bit glitchy, but the joys of having kids, right?
Yeah. Now, we would love you to answer some of these questions in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys do and how many you've got in your stash. Make Belinda feel a bit better. Sorry, Belle. Cut that out. Make Belle feel better.
Make Belle feel better, and make Loz feel guilty for not having more.
Feel guilty for not having enough. You know, that's what my postman said to me. He's like, you do not have enough. You need to keep getting more packages. I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm in here all the time. He's like, you're nothing. Go home and online shop.
Yeah.
I'm like, righto. I'll pass it on to hubby that it was your orders.
That's right. That's right. Just blame the subs, okay? Blame the subs.
Trying to keep him in business.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys, we might wrap it up here. I will pop in the description below who we're going to be tagging. Probably won't be tons and tons because good old Diamond Nana, who tagged us, tagged all and sundry in it. So I will see who we can tag in there and who hasn't done it yet. So check down below if you want to see other creators' answers to these questions. But otherwise, have a lovely, lovely week, everyone. Hopefully we will have time to record another video to buy a bit of time while Loz is recovering, which she will be by the time you all see this video. So
exactly. I'll be running after
the kids. Yeah.
What can I run after? They're not exciting.
You'll be down south. No, there's no big diamond painting.
And I say I'll be running with the bulls. in no time.
No, don't, because they might gore
No,
you. Don't do that.
I'll die.
Don't do that. Don't
Yeah,
do that.
no. Do that.
If we're going to do typical our fashion, you're running from snakes.
Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness. All right.
Or running
Have a
away
good
from the
day,
crowds
guys.
with all the Christmas shopping.
All the Christmas shopping, yeah, avoid.
All right, guys. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you liked our video. Don't forget, answer the questions below as well. We'd love to have you participate with us. And if you like what we're doing, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you do get it notified whenever we upload any new videos, which we will keep doing unless you all scream at us to stop.
Yeah.
We probably will anyway.
So
yeah. Don't put a time in it. So thank you, everybody. Have a great week. We'll see you in a video soon. Bye.
Bye.